Would you please consider subscribing to my channel and giving my video a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little house at the edge of a sleepy town, there lived a curious young girl named Lily. Lily had wild, curly hair that bounced when she walked and eyes that sparkled with wonder. Every night, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Lily's mother would tuck her into bed and tell her the most wonderful stories. One evening, as Lily snuggled under her soft, warm blanket, her mother sat on the edge of the bed with a mysterious smile. "Lily," she said, "tonight I'm going to tell you about a very special place called the Magical Garden of Dreams." Lily's eyes widened with excitement. "What's the Magical Garden of Dreams, Mommy?" she asked, hugging her favorite teddy bear close. Her mother's eyes twinkled as she began the tale. The Magical Garden of Dreams is a secret place that only exists when children are fast asleep. It's a beautiful garden full of the most extraordinary plants and creatures you could ever imagine. Every flower, every tree, every blade of grass is made from the dreams of sleeping children. Lily gasped in wonder. "Really? Can I visit it?" Her mother nodded. "That's the best part, my dear. Every child can visit the Magical Garden of Dreams, but only in their sleep. All you have to do is close your eyes, think happy thoughts, and let your imagination take you there." As Lily closed her eyes and began to drift off to sleep, she focused on the happiest thoughts she could think of: playing with her friends, eating ice cream on a sunny day, and cuddling with her teddy bear. Slowly, the world around her began to change. When Lily opened her eyes, she found herself standing at the entrance of the most beautiful garden she had ever seen. The grass beneath her feet was soft and sparkly, like it was made of tiny emeralds. Trees with leaves of every color imaginable swayed gently in a warm, sweet-smelling breeze. Flowers of all shapes and sizes bobbed their heads, as if greeting her. "Wow," Lily whispered, taking a step forward. As she did, she noticed that with each step, tiny flowers sprouted from the ground, leaving a trail of blooms behind her. Suddenly, a small, glowing butterfly fluttered up to her. Its wings were transparent and shimmered like rainbow-colored glass. "Welcome to the Magical Garden of Dreams, Lily," the butterfly said in a tiny, musical voice. Lily's eyes widened in surprise. "You can talk?" she exclaimed. The butterfly giggled. "Of course I can. Everything can talk in the Magical Garden of Dreams. I'm Flutter, and I'll be your guide tonight." Flutter led Lily deeper into the garden, where they came across a group of animals playing a game. There was a lion with a mane made of sunshine, an elephant with skin like the night sky, covered in twinkling stars, and a giraffe whose spots changed colors like a chameleon. "What are they playing?" Lily asked Flutter. "They're playing the friendship game," Flutter explained. "It's a special game that teaches the importance of working together and being kind to others. Would you like to join them?" Lily nodded eagerly, and Flutter introduced her to the animals. The lion, whose name was Leo, explained the rules. "We each have a special talent," he said in a gentle, rumbling voice. "My roar can make flowers grow. Ellie the elephant can spray water from her trunk to help the plants. Jerry the giraffe can reach high places with his long neck. We work together to help tend the garden. But what can I do?" Lily asked, feeling a bit unsure. Jerry the giraffe smiled down at her. "Every child who visits the garden has a special power too. You just have to believe in yourself and it will appear." Lily closed her eyes and concentrated hard. Suddenly, she felt a tingling in her fingertips. When she opened her eyes, she saw that wherever she pointed, colorful butterflies appeared, helping to pollinate the flowers. "That's wonderful, Lily!" Flutter exclaimed. "Now you can help pollinate the flowers while Leo grows them, Ellie waters them, and Jerry reaches the tall ones." Together, Lily and her new animal friends worked to tend a part of the garden. As they worked, they laughed and told jokes, becoming fast friends. Lily learned that even though they were all different, each of them had something special to offer, and by working together, they could accomplish amazing things. After they finished tending the garden, Flutter took Lily to a crystal-clear lake in the center of the garden. The water sparkled like diamonds, and Lily could see fish with scales that changed colors swimming beneath the surface. "This is the Lake of Knowledge," Flutter explained. "If you look into its waters and ask a question, it will show you the answer." Lily peered into the lake. "How do plants grow?" she asked. The surface of the lake rippled, and suddenly Lily could see beneath the soil. She watched in amazement as a tiny seed sprouted roots, pushing up through the earth and unfurling its first leaves. She saw how the plant used sunlight to make food for itself, and how it grew taller and stronger with each passing day. "That's so cool!" Lily exclaimed. She spent the next little while asking the lake all sorts of questions about the world around her, learning about everything from how rainbows form to why the sky is blue. As they left the Lake of Knowledge, Flutter led Lily to a grove of trees with trunks that looked like they were made of books. "These are the wisdom trees," Flutter explained. "Each leaf contains a story or a piece of knowledge. When a leaf falls, it means a child somewhere in the world has learned something new." Just then, a golden leaf floated down from one of the trees. Lily caught it and read the words that appeared. "Kindness is a language that everyone understands." "That's a very important lesson," Flutter said. "Remember, Lily, being kind to others is one of the most magical things you can do." As they continued their journey through the garden, Lily and Flutter came across a field of gigantic musical instruments. There were enormous pianos, giant guitars, and huge drums. "This is the Melody Meadow," Flutter explained. "Here, you can play any instrument you like, no matter how big it is." Lily climbed onto the keys of a massive piano and danced across them, creating a beautiful melody. As she played, flowers around the meadow began to sway and dance to the music. Lily laughed with joy as she realized she was creating a symphony with the garden itself. After her musical adventure, Flutter took Lily to a quiet corner of the garden where a wise old owl sat on a branch of a glowing tree. The owl's feathers were a swirl of deep blue and purple, like the night sky. "Hello, young Lily," the owl hooted softly. "I am Professor Hoot, keeper of dreams and guardian of sleep. Would you like to hear a secret about dreams?" Lily nodded eagerly. Professor Hoot ruffled his feathers and began, "Dreams are more than just stories we see when we sleep. They're magic that helps our minds grow and learn. When we dream, our brains practice all the things we've learned during the day. It's like a special school that happens while you sleep." Lily thought about this for a moment. "So, when I dream about reading, it's helping me become a better reader?" "Exactly," Professor Hoot exclaimed, clearly impressed. "And when you dream about being kind to others or solving problems, it's helping you become an even better person when you're awake." As the night went on, Lily explored more wonders of the magical Garden of Dreams. She rode on the back of a flying book through a sky full of words, learning new vocabulary as she soared through the air. She helped baby numbers learn to count in the arithmetic orchard, and she painted with rainbow-colored clouds in the imagination station. But as Lily's adventures continued, she began to feel a little sleepy, even though she was already asleep. Flutter noticed this and said, "It looks like it's time for you to return to your own bed, Lily. But don't worry, you can visit the magical Garden of Dreams anytime you like, just by closing your eyes and believing." Lily yawned and nodded. "Thank you, Flutter. This has been the most amazing night ever." As Lily prepared to leave, all her new friends gathered to say goodbye. Leo the lion gave a gentle roar that made a bouquet of flowers grow at Lily's feet. Ellie the elephant sprayed a rainbow-colored arch over her head with her trunk. Jerry the giraffe bent his long neck down so Lily could give him a hug. Professor Hoot fluttered down from his tree and landed on Lily's shoulder. "Remember, young one," he said wisely, "the magic of the garden is always with you. Every time you learn something new, help someone, or use your imagination, you're bringing a little bit of this magic into the real world." Lily smiled and waved goodbye to all her new friends. As she closed her eyes, she felt herself drifting back to her cozy bed. The last thing she heard was Flutter's tiny voice saying, "Sweet dreams, Lily. We'll be here waiting for your next visit." When Lily opened her eyes, she found herself back in her own room, tucked snugly in her bed. The first rays of morning sunlight were peeking through her curtains. For a moment, she wondered if it had all been just a dream. But then she noticed something on her pillow. A single, shimmering butterfly wing that seemed to glow with its own light. Lily smiled, knowing that the magical Garden of Dreams was real, and that she could visit it any time she wanted, simply by closing her eyes and believing. She hugged her teddy bear close and whispered, "We're going to have so many adventures together." From that day on, Lily looked forward to bedtime more than ever before. Each night brought new adventures, new friends, and new things to learn in the magical Garden of Dreams. And each morning, she woke up excited to share her newfound knowledge and kindness with the world around her, making her waking life just as magical as her dreams.